SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information.
Hi, welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing the college bowls, and right now we are talking with a brand new guest who's going to give us a couple of opinions on a couple of bowls right now. His name is Road King, and he comes to us from VegasKillers.com. Road King, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thank you, Peter, for having me on to talk a little college football today. Right. I am the Road King from VegasKillers.com. After you watch the video, head on over to check out our free fan forum and how you can join my team and start winning during this bowl season.
Okay, sounds great. All right, so the first bowl you're going to cover is the Fiesta Bowl. UCF Baylor. Baylor is a big favorite, 16.5 points, total 68.5. And Baylor, despite the fact that they were a high-profile team that everyone knew how good they were this year, they were still a good bet on the year. 9-3 against the spread. UCF was just 7-5 against the spread. Both these teams are pretty similar. They have very strong rushing defense. They have good weapons on offense, a good featured back, good quarterback. The question, I guess, is just a matter of what is the true talent discrepancy here, and does that justify a 16.5-point line? UCF. When they were challenged, they did well. They beat Penn State outright on the road. They lost to South Carolina by just 3 at home. Of course, they beat Louisville. So, I guess my first sense would be maybe a very small lean towards UCF plus 16.5. But you picked this bowl. Why'd you pick it, and what do you like here?
Well, Peter, I actually am on the other side. Now, I think the discrepancy in talent is important, but you also look at the discrepancy in talent of the teams that they played. What I mean by that is, Baylor, they were 9-3 against the spread, won all 9 of those games by 20 or more points. Right. But what I did was I looked at the 3 that they didn't cover and why didn't they cover those. Big thing was rushing. They were averaging just 124 yards in those 3 games versus almost 300 in the games which they covered. And third down conversion. They were only converted about a third of their third downs in the games they didn't cover versus over 50% in the other 9. So then I look at UCF, and those are actually 2 strengths of theirs. Number 13 ranked rush defense, and they only allow 40% third down conversion. But you dig a little deeper and you see that they only faced 1 team in the top 75 in the nation in rushing, and the teams that they faced in the top 50 in third down conversion scored 28, 35, and 36 points against them. So I don't think they keep Baylor off the field. I don't think they keep Baylor out of the end zone, and I like the 16.5 for Baylor. Yeah,
for sure. I mean, Baylor had some blowout 20-plus point wins over some excellent teams, Texas and Oklahoma. So that's very, very impressive here. So clearly they can get this kind of a margin win even against top teams. Yeah, so I guess, and would you agree with me? It's just a matter of how big of a talent discrepancy there is.
Absolutely. You look at the speed with Baylor, and that's the big thing. And I really don't think UCF saw anything like that this year. I follow the American Conference quite a bit, and a little bit more plotting style. It's not quite Big Ten plotting slow style, but it's not that what the speed that Baylor was facing all year either.
What about South Carolina though?
Definitely they were a good test at the beginning of the season. I think the fact that game was so far in the beginning of the season and they've gotten back into it's why we see sometimes the Big Ten schools too go into these bowl games after having really good years, and they can't compete with the SECs and the Big 12 schools. I think we might see the same kind of thing.
All right, I'll tell you what, Road King, you've got me convinced here. You make a good argument. Do you think that there's a big enough edge to merit a bet here, or is this more like if you had to make a play on one side, you'd go with Baylor?
No, I'm definitely going to have money down on Baylor.
Okay.
I think this looks a lot like the Oklahoma game. 40-14 kind of finish. I really don't think it's close.
Right. Well, they've done it. Like I said, they've done that against good teams already this year. So it could happen again. Road King from VegasKillers.com recommending a play on Baylor minus 16.5. Thanks, Road King.
Thank you, Peter.